Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie, and today I'm going to take you through some of my favorite stretches to do in the morning after a night of sleeping to work out all the kinks in the hips, the spine, and the neck. And then we'll move through a couple of sun salutations to warm up and get energized for the rest of the day. So I like to start my practice on my blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's totally fine. You can use some big books or anything that's a bit sturdy with some flat sides to it. Alternatively, you can also use a bolster or some pillows or even a rolled up blanket or towel. These ones I have are the Cork Blocks by Lavio. I can link them in the description box below if you're interested. So I'll let you pause the video, grab your props, prepare your coffee or tea, and whenever you're ready, we'll come to meet on the mat. So we're going to get started this morning in my all-time favorite pose and one that I do every single morning. It's a supported fish pose on the blocks. So we're going to make a T shape with the blocks. The length of the T comes in between the shoulder blades and the top of the T is for underneath the head. If you're using your bolster or a pillow or a blanket or towel, you'll lay that lengthwise along the top of your mat, and you may want to place another one for underneath your head. If you're using the blocks, we'll place the top of the T at the top and then bring the length of the T about 10-15 centimeters down. And then let's come to lay down, positioning the block in between the shoulder blades and then the other one to rest the head. And then let your legs stretch out, your arms fall to the sides. And let's close down the eyes and take a moment to arrive on our mat this morning. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth, allowing all that tension from the night before to melt away. And on every breath in, see if you can expand your chest and your belly. And on every breath out, allow yourself to soften down and your shoulder blades to round over the block or your bolster. Let your legs, hips, and arms feel heavy and melt into the earth beneath you. And just taking a moment to check in with yourself this morning, noticing how your body is feeling, noticing any areas of tension or tightness. And also how you're feeling mentally and emotionally. Maybe you're feeling still a little bit tired, or maybe you can't wait to get your day started. And just know that however you're feeling is perfectly fine. Try to let these emotions and thoughts pass without judgment in your mind. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. And on your next breath in, let's come to lay over onto our left side. And let's keep our eyes closed for now. And take as much time and move as slowly as you need to come off the props. Using your hands and your arms as a pillow for your head, curling into a ball. And just noticing the effects of the heart opener that we just did. Maybe feeling a slight tingling sensation as the blood rushes back into your spine. And on the next breath in, let's come back up. And we can move the props over to one side. And we'll come into a wide-legged child's pose. So coming to the end of the mat, Knees spread wide, feet together. You can place also a pillow underneath your bum if you want a little bit more elevation there. And then let's stretch out with the arms, breathing in, lengthening through the spine. And breathing out, hands come forward. Walk the fingertips out and allow your chest and your forehead to come to the mat. Let your hips sink into the heels of your feet. And then let's come up onto the fingertips, straightening the elbows and lifting them off the mat. This is really great to stretch out the spine after a whole night of lying down. And then maybe you want to shift your weight from one side to the other, stretching one hand forward and then the other, creating more length in the side of your body. And just doing this a few more rounds. Really stretching out through the sides and through the spine. And then on the next breath in, let's walk the hands back up to the center and we'll come to a seated position. Crossing the legs and sitting nice and high on our sit bones. Let's take a breath in, reach the arms up to the sky. And breathe out, hands come down to your heart center. Let's interlace the fingers, push the palms away, tuck your chin and push your shoulder blades towards the back of your mat. You can bring your shoulders up to your ears and really push away so that you can feel that stretch in between the shoulder blades. And then breathing in, hook the thumbs, spread the fingers wide and reach it up, opening up the chest. Bring some energy to pull the hands slightly away from each other. And breathing out, hands come to your cactus, 90 degrees on either side of your body. Chest opens wide. Let's do that 2 more times. Hands come to the center, interlace the fingers, push the hands and the back of the shoulder blades towards opposite directions, tuck the chin. And breathing in, hook the thumbs, spread the fingers, reach up. And breathing out, cactus arms, opening up the chest and the arms. And breathing in, coming back to center 1 more time, interlace the fingers. Breathing out, push the hands and the back of the shoulder blades away, tucking the chin. Breathing in, hook the thumbs, spread the fingers, pull the hands slightly apart, reaching up. And breathing out, cactus arms. Hands come in to your heart center. Let's take the right hand out to the side. Reach the left arm up over top. Walk the right fingertips out and we'll come to stretch over to the side. And breathing out, coming down over that right knee. Let's bring the weight over towards the left knee. And then reach the right arm up, stretching out the right side of the body. Make sure that you're keeping your hip bones both equal on the mat so we're not lifting up. And it really helps us to get that stretch through that right side body. And breathing out over the left knee, coming back over the right, lifting up the left side, stretching out the left side body. And breathing out over the right knee, shifting the weight over. And we're just going to come doing this, swaying from side to side in your own time as we slowly and gently open up the sides of the body. And we'll do this 1 more round. Breathing in to reach up and expand. And let's breathe out, coming back over the left knee and then to the center and then rolling up. Take a breath in, reach the arms up to the sky. Taking a twist, left hand on right knee, right hand behind you on the mat. Take a breath in to reach up, lengthen through the spine. And breathe out, twisting towards the back. Breathing in, lengthening. And breathing out, twisting, pushing your left hand gently into your right knee to help you twist towards the back. 1 more time, breathing in to lengthen through the spine. And breathing out, twisting towards the back. And then releasing the twist, coming back to center. Breathe in, reach the arms up once more. Breathing out, other side. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind you on the mat. Take a breath in. Bring space in between each vertebrae. Breathing out, gently twisting towards the back. Breathing in, lengthening. And breathing out, twisting. 1 last time. Breathing in to lengthen. And breathing out to twist. And then coming back to center, reach the arms back up, breathing in and breathing out. Coming forward with the legs into a caterpillar pose. So sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones again. We can be soft with the legs. We're going to take the yin version of this, so we don't need to be active. Let's reach up, breathing in, lengthen through the spine. And then breathing out, coming forward, placing your hands wherever they reach. So maybe it's your shin, maybe it's to the feet. And just allow your body to fold over and round down. As I said, this is the yin version of the pose, so there's no need to force yourself down or straighten the legs. Just allow them to be soft, and we'll let gravity do the work for us. We'll take a couple of breaths here. See if you can allow yourself to come deeper and melt down with every breath out, releasing the tension with every breath out. And taking one more breath. And on the next breath in, coming back up. Let's bend the knees and we'll come onto our hands and our knees onto all fours. So wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Breathing in, arch the spine, look forward, reach the tailbone high. And breathing out, rounding the spine. Tuck the chin and the tailbone. Breathing in, coming back, opening up the chest. And breathing out, rounding through the spine, tucking chin and tailbone. And then do it a few more times with your own breathing pattern, taking any other movements that you need to, and knowing that there is no right or wrong movement, but only what feels good for your body. And we'll take one more round wherever you are. Breathing in to arch through the spine, opening up, and breathing out to round. And on the next breath in, coming back to a neutral spine, tucking the toes, keep the spine nice and long. Let's bring the hips down towards the feet, and then reach the tailbone up high for our downward facing dog, keeping the knees nice and soft here. It's the first downward facing dog of the morning. And we'll take a few breaths here, just doing whatever you feel your body needs. Maybe it's walking the feet, rolling the ankles, or dropping the hips from side to side. Whatever it is, just do what feels right for you. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And on the next breath in, let's bend through the knees, look between our hands, and take small steps with the feet until they come to our hands. And taking a ragdoll, holding on to the elbows. Maybe shake your head no and nod your head yes, just to make sure that you're nice and loose in the head. And then swaying from side to side, releasing any tension in the lower back, keeping the knees nice and soft here. And then let's release the elbows, soften through the knees, and roll up from the base of the spine all the way to the top. And there's no need to rush here. Take all the time that you need. And when we reach the top, let's roll the shoulders up to the ears and then back down. And we'll come to stand at the top of the mat. We can keep our legs hip width distance apart. Let's take a few sun salutations, breathing in to reach up. Breathing out, soften the knees and fold forward. Breathing in, lift up halfway flat back. Scooping up the belly here, nice and long in the spine. Let's step the right foot back and then the left into our high plank. And then lower the knees, bring the chest and chin down to the mat. Breathing in, coming forward into our baby cobra, untuck the toes. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. And breathing out, pushing back to our downward facing dog. And let's bring the right knee into the chest and place the foot in between the hands. And then lower the back knee. And we're just going to rock forward and back, opening up through the hips very gently. And then maybe also bring the hips side to side as well. And then on the next breath in, let's come back to our downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, step the feet in between the hands. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, soften through the knees and reach the arms back up to the sky. And breathing out, hands come down to heart center. And we'll come to the other side. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out, step the left foot back and then the right, high plank. Lower the knees, lower the chest and chin down to the mat. Breathing in, baby cobra. Opening up the chest, untuck the toes, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And breathing out, coming to our downward facing dog. Let's bring the left knee into the chest and place the foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee. And again, we'll take those rocks, opening up the hips and the hip flexors. And then take it side to side as well. So we're opening up in all directions of the hips. And on the next breath in, let's push back into our downward facing dog. And then lowering the knees, let's cross the legs behind. And then we'll come to sit down and then scoot yourself forward or coming to lie all the way down onto the mat, hugging the knees into the chest. And just taking a slight rock from side to side, massaging your lower spine against the mat. And then stretch the left leg out, hug the right knee into the chest. And then bring it over towards the left side of the body. You might need to scoot your hips back a little bit. And either staying here with the arms outstretched, or I like to take my right arm up over top and then stretch my right leg out a little bit and just shift my hips towards the opposite side of the body. So I'm getting that deep twist through the spine here. So take whichever variation that you feel like this morning. And then let's come back to center with the knees. Hugging the knees back into the chest. And then straighten out the right leg. Hug the left knee into the chest. And then bring it across your body. Scoot the hips back a little bit. Stretch out the arms, maybe staying here. Or bring the left arm up over top. And then bringing your hips over towards the side. Straightening that left leg a little bit more to get that stretch from the left fingertips all the way down to the left toes. And then coming back to the center, bringing the knees back into your chest. Give yourself one last big hug. And then whenever you're ready, let's roll over to one side and we'll come back to a seated position. Crossing the legs, sitting nice and tall on the sit bones. Let's bring our hands to our heart center and close down the eyes just for a moment. And just take note of how you're feeling now after doing these stretches and practicing a little bit this morning. And noticing how you're feeling both mentally and emotionally too. And I hope that this morning stretch has helped you start your day off right, helped you open up and work out those kinks from sleeping through the night. And I wish that you will have a great rest of your day. Let's slowly blink open the eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed that. I'd love to know how you're feeling now after the flow. Please comment below. And if you like that and want more yoga videos, please make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.